2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With David Aldridge on our sideline and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the New York Knicks taking on the San Antonio Spurs. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. So the New York starting five, they've got Frazier, Reed out there with Ewing. Then it's King, and it's Anthony in at the three. And it's Leonard missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's King, and he banks in the layup. King's got the opening bucket of the night here for New York.
He has the complete game in the paint. King can get plenty of points on the perimeter as well, but inside, that's where he butters his bread.
Now here's Parker. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Gervin passes to Robinson. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Parker to Gervin. And here's Leonard from three.
Oh my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
King against Parker. King outside. Out to the right wing. Clock at 4. There's the three. Rebound by Parker. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. Duncan trying to break loose. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Parker.
And the lid comes off the basket. After 4 straight misses, they finally get one.
Here's Frazier. And yes, it's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Leonard. Following the score by Walt Frazier. Here's Parker with the three. And it's Reed pulling it down. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And here's Anthony from the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Gervin outside. Over to the wing. Parker with no one around. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Anthony. New York moving it around. Frazier the pass to Reed. Here is Frazier. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Ewing. No good on that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. I did talk to New York's head coach. He knows they're up against an excellent defense. He's been planning ways to get around that. He said it won't be easy. We have to fight for every basket, but this is our first matchup against them this year. Maybe we can catch them off guard. And if they adjust to that, well, we're going to have to adjust back. We'll see whose strategy pays off better. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thank you. We'll see if they can execute, Greg, well enough to beat the good defense.
Yeah, and it's about identifying the right matchup. You almost always have an advantage somewhere on the floor.
You can bet they've been doing a lot of scouting, really getting a chance to prepare for this game. This should be an interesting game of adjustments.
That ties the game. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
A multi-talented scorer with range. You want to get Leonard as many touches as possible.
King outside. Outside Anthony. Pass to Ewing. Over Robinson. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Parker up top. Frazier covering. Out to Duncan. Over Reed, and another basket for San Antonio.
Yeah, you got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Parker against Frazier. Robinson pulls it in. Frazier's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Gervin, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for New York. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this game. That's good from Anthony. Both free throws good from Anthony.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Parker against Frazier. Right side Robinson. Here's Duncan. Kicks it out to Leonard. Kept alive. Tries again. It's deflected. Pass to Anthony. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. 7 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Frazier against Parker. There's the pass to Robinson. Here's Duncan. It's blocked. Goes back up. And Robinson with the layup. The Knicks with the lead. Passes it to Reed. And here's Ewing. Over Robinson. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Frazier with it. Pass to Ewing. Anthony right side. 6 to shoot. King. The shot will not fall. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Gervin against Anthony. Knocks it loose. Gervin's gone 1 of 3 on the night. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
The peripheral vision, the decisive delivery. Those are things you love about Frazier's artistry as a playmaker.
Gervin outside. Duncan inside. Reed covering.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Yeah, how about the athletic ability on display there by King? He gets all the way to the bucket and takes no chance on the finish.
Parker passes to Duncan. Here's Gervin. Pass to Leonard. He's checked in for Robinson. Monroe against Parker. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Leonard.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now the Knicks with it. Monroe outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise! Your Spurs dance team. All right, fans, one more time. Keep it going for your Silver Dancers.
Robertson outside. Over Porzingis. Nice shot by Robertson.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Finished off the break. It's a tie ball game.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Outside, Porzingis. The pass to Houston. A 3-ball. A rebound by the Spurs. Passes to Robertson. Outside Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Taken away by Anthony. Monroe left side. Off with the layup.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Ginobili outside. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. And now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
And Monroe kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Anthony. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Spurs leading by 3. Robertson drives in. And Oscar Robertson with the slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
DeBusschere, he's checked in for Anthony. Now here's Monroe. Stoudemire finds Monroe. And here's DeBusschere, covered by Robertson. Will it go? It's rebounded by Aldridge.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Robertson. Left side, Leonard. Over Houston. Leonard, no luck.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Monroe against Robertson. Here's Stoudemire, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Leonard looking around. Takes a three. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Porzingis against Ginobili. That shot missing. And New York the other way now. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. Monroe, the pass to Houston. The feed to Stoudemire. Leonard with the steal. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 9 points.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this.